Is anyone else feeling the holiday spirit yet? Are we feeling it? I've been decorating my house like crazy lately because I just want the Christmas magic to be back the way that it was when I was a child. I don't think it's coming back, but my house looks really cute. Side tangent. Hi guys, like I just mentioned, it is the holiday season. We are right in the midst of Christmas chaos and I'm all for it. I love this time of year. It is my favorite time of the year and I'm excited to do a Christmas themed video today. And I'm extra excited because if you don't know, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, or maybe you're not a super frequent watcher of my content, but I kind of specialize. I feel like that's like a interesting word to use, but my specialty is tiny home builds. I think that that's where I really thrive and I do my best work when I'm doing a tiny home build. And I haven't done one in a while, like a true to form Ariel's World tiny home build. I haven't done. You guys, I think the last time I did like an actual one of my tiny home builds was when I did my Winnie the Pooh tiny homes. And that was 3 months ago. You could kind of count my Wizard of Oz as a tiny home build, but not really because it was like one big thing. When I say tiny homes, I mean like creating individual little worlds around a little tiny home for each theme that I'm doing. I haven't done that in so long, you guys, so I'm ready to go back to my roots. I'm excited because in today's video, I am going to be doing every tiny home is a different Christmas movie. I've never done this theme before. Surprisingly, last Christmas, I did not do a movie theme for any of my Christmas builds, so this should be a lot of fun. If I have to, this may be a two-parter. I'll let you guys know. So anyway, I've already predetermined the 4 Christmas movies I'm going to be building for today. There are so many good ones, okay? I just want to preface this video by saying that there are so many good Christmas movies, but these 4 I feel like I really love personally, and I think that they would translate in a cool way into The Sims. So the 4 movies I'm going to be building for today are Elf, The Polar Express, The Grinch, and Home Alone. Those are the 4. I hope these homes are actually tiny. You guys know I struggle with that, but we'll see what happens. They're either going to be tiny homes or if they're just homes. Let's get into it. Enough jibber jabber. I'm yapping way too much. Before we do get into it, one last thing to yap. If you're not already subscribed, you know the drill, you guys. What a wonderful Christmas present to me that would be. Truly, that would be the best gift you could possibly give me. So make my Christmas dreams come true and hit the subscribe button. Okay, let's get into it. We're back on my beloved Del Sol Valley lot. I haven't built on this lot in so long, but we're here because I'm doing a tiny home build. And you guys know this lot has the best lighting. I'm going to start with the Home Alone house because I feel like that's going to be the easiest for me to sort of portray. This is the house I'm going to be creating here in The Sims. Obviously, I'm doing it in a smaller scale, so just keep that in mind. It's not going to be as big. I think we're going to do the entire exterior first and then the interiors last, just in case I want to split this video into 2. Let me figure out how I'm going to lay this out. Okay, hear me out because I don't know for sure if I'm going to like this at all, but I want to try something. I'm kind of having a vision. You might be like, what is this, Ariel? Very valid question. A very valid question. Here's my thoughts. This is a very random ordeal here, but I do in fact have somewhat of a vision. I'm thinking maybe Home Alone right here, Elf here, the Polar Express back here, and the Grinch up here. So that's the basic idea, okay? And this is gonna be my train tracks. If you're wondering what the frick that is, that's what that is. Okay, let's start with Home Alone. Let's start with the shell and we'll see how it goes. I have no idea if I like this at all. Let's start getting some of my essentials. So for my door, it kind of reminds me of this one, but the door is blue. So let me see if I can find something that maybe looks a little bit more like it. Okay, we're just gonna stick with that. And then there are columns and like a roof piece. I think that's close. I wish the door was better than that. Like we could actually just go with this. I think we'll just go with that. That looks a little better. Okay, that's not horrible. It doesn't have trim in the actual picture, but I'm gonna add trim just because I think it would look better. And it is a metal railing, it looks like. I've done some subtle landscaping. I tried to do like the tiered look that the house actually has with like the plants and stuff. I did my best. All right, now I want to add some different random features that sort of embody what the Home Alone movies are all about, specifically the first two. So here I'm adding a park bench. This kind of reminds me of the second one where he meets the bird lady. So because of that, I think I'm gonna add I don't think I want to do a crow, but where's the bird thing? Let's do the flock of wild bird. That's perfect. So to signify the Home Alone series in general, especially the second one, I think I want to add a Christmas tree somewhere. I have to determine where I want it. I think I want to put it like back here. And I also think I'm going to make a little shop for part 2. Don't worry, part 1 will be part of this, okay? So this is the tree when he's in New York and his mom figures out that that's where he would be. The house is now covered in lights, which is perfect. Now that I've done that, I think I want to start adding some booby traps around. There's something about like this cable, maybe there's some electricity coming out of it and it's dangerous. Ooh, what about these marbles at the top of the steps? That's perfect. I'm gonna size them up a little bit though. I hate to say it, but I think I've gotten way ahead of myself off camera. Listen, I didn't really mean to do this much off camera. It just kind of happened. I was watching a video while doing some landscaping, and then I ended up doing way more than I originally planned on. And then by the time I realized I wasn't filming, it was too late. So let me catch you up to speed, because I think the last thing that I showed you guys was me adding marbles up here, and clearly I've done a lot more than that. So yes, I did add marbles. That's one of the traps that Kevin would have set. Added some paint cans as well, if you remember the swinging paint cans. So I added those there. Just a bunch of snow. I added a car in the drive. And then in the back here, I didn't add a ton back here because I'm not really sure what to add. I might add more later on. This is kind of where we're leaving it for now. But I added this small car. If you remember in the third movie, I believe, there's a toy car that's involved. So I added that, just some different, this is a electricity experiment. This is a marble jar. And then the other fun part that I added to the Home Alone area was I added a little toy store as a nod to the second movie. So I think that's gonna do it for now for the exterior on this one. I also added this up here. As I mentioned, and as you know, I am doing the Polar Express as one of my movies. That's going to be the one up here. So I did add my train. So I don't know which one I'm going to do next. I know I want Elf here. This is going to be the Grinch. This is going to be the Polar Express. Maybe we do Elf next. So I'm not really sure what type of house I should do for Elf. I'm kind of looking through the Google to see what I should do, if it should be like a gingerbread style house, like a cabin, but I kind of have an idea of how I want this to go. I just don't really know. Maybe I'll do some sort of cabin-y thing like this for the house with a city element and of course the sort of forest and all of that stuff. So first things first, in the background, I think I'm going to go to Live Edit and I want to find a tall building that's going to signify like the city in New York, the giant building that his father works in. Like I think this one's pretty good. Yes. So we've got a little bit of like a cityscape in the background. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave this as my cityscape for now. And I wanna separate it by trees probably. Maybe rocks and trees. Let me see. Okay, so I obviously need to add the house and it's gonna be smaller, I think. Well, maybe not. I could do something like this. Maybe we do like a 2-story situation. Let's put some wallpaper on it. Maybe some of the new one in this darker color. It's supposed to look snowed on and we will add snow, but let's do that for now. And then I do need a pond just like that. Okay, maybe that one from Horse Ranch. Okay, I think I'm done with the shell itself. Again, this part doesn't look elf, but I'm going to add things that make a little more sense. So I want the snowman. This is the one that I want. That looks way more like my guy here. I want to do like the candy cane forest, or just like the candy forest. We don't have candy canes, I don't think, but like the lollipops or whatever. I need the lollipops from Businesses and Hobbies. So I'm going to have like the entrance to this be sort of like the candy cane forest that he talks about. By the way, do we perhaps have a narwhal? What is the likelihood that we have something that resembles a narwhal? I think it's pretty high. Like, could Tentacle Tom be a narwhal? I mean, not really. What if I do Tentacle Tom and then I add something pointy coming out of the top of his head? So let me put him here. Okay, wait. Might be onto something. Hold, please. Yeah, no, it's pretty bad, but here's the thing. I don't know what you guys want from me. Maybe I do the green. Let's add some landscaping because I feel like this is kind of uggo right now. So I'm trying to create like the two separate worlds with an elf. So obviously the North Pole and New York City, which I've worked on a little bit back here. The North Pole's been kind of difficult to like make cute. I don't know. So I was looking on the gallery because I really would like to find like Santa's sleigh, and I don't feel like building my own right now. So let me see what creative people have put together. I think I'm gonna try this one, maybe something like that. I think that works. Maybe I'll add some of these like red trees from Businesses and Hobbies. Guys, I fear this is going to be a two-parter. It just is. I really didn't want to do it in two parts because I feel like I used to be able to get these videos done in one part, and that's just not happening for me these days. Like, it'll take me forever to finish this entire thing, and it's already been like over a week since my last video, so I just need to get the exterior done. And we will do the interior in my part 2. It's just the way that it is, you guys, but it's okay. I don't know what I showed last, if I showed this completely. I don't really remember, but here is my elf exterior. Listen, I'm not a major fan of it. I'm having kind of a hard time translating elf to The Sims. I think it's okay. It's just like, it's two different worlds, right? So we've got obviously New York City, and then we also have the North Pole. So I did like the Candy Cane Lane or whatever, I forget what it's called. And then this is like the cabin that I created for the North Pole. And I kind of tried to make it look a little bit like a gingerbread house. I think it's cute. But you know what, guys? I'm gonna go ahead and leave that there and move on. We're gonna go ahead and do the Polar Express next. So in the Polar Express, this is the house, the boy's house, the main character. I'm debating if I want to do the house or if I want to do, I might just do the North Pole that's in the movie. So in this place, wow, it's so pretty. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do it because this is insane. Well, let's start then with a Christmas tree. And the only good Christmas tree is this one, in my opinion. The other ones just kind of suck, but it has to be like really big. And the only dilemma is like that doesn't leave a ton of room. I'm gonna have to make that work. There is an interesting sort of architecture here. Architecture. And I don't really know how to do it. It's like a curved bridge building thing, unless I just do something sort of like this. Yeah, something like that, I guess. And then I obviously still need like an actual house. So I guess I can just build onto this. I didn't want to do a full-blown freaking building like this, but I don't know how else to do it where it's gonna look good. You know what I mean? So I just kind of have to deal. Let's start here. So this is actually, oh, I see. Okay, so this is a bridge where the train is supposed, that massive train. Yep, that one is supposed to be able able to go on it. That's not happening unless I maybe widen it a little bit. Girl, what? Okay, I'm gonna have to figure that out. For this, I need to create... Oh, I need some large archways. So I'm thinking about maybe using these ones from Jungle Adventure. Okay, wallpaper. I like this one. We'll go ahead and we'll put it on all of them. Okay, first of all, I think my train is a little too big. So I'm gonna size it down if I can. Okay, that looks a little better because it's like a smidge smaller. Problem still is that it would never fit in here. Okay, let's be clear about that. But it's magic. It's all magic. I just don't know how I would get it down from there. Now that part isn't clear to me. I don't know, you guys. Here's the sitch. I added my train tracks. I can't rotate the train tracks with tool mod, so that was annoying. I can't put anything on here, but just imagine it's there, okay? I also added stairs back here so you can get up to this platform. And then I suppose this will be the way that your sim gets over here. It's not gonna make any sense, but does it have to? Okay, let's start adding some windows and doors and whatnot to the buildings. I do kind of love these doors from Businesses and Hobbies. They're just so cute. Let's just do these, I guess. Maybe I'll do these from Businesses and Hobbies as well. This is what I've done so far. Added all the doors and windows to the buildings, added some columns just to give a little more interest. I think it's turning out pretty cute. I did add a train back here so you can kind of get a visual of what that's supposed to be for. And then I changed the location of this train coming this way instead, so that obviously this one's larger than this one in the back. So I kind of want to give the illusion that they're the same size, but this one's just closer. You know what I mean? And then I also removed the other tall building that I had here. I liked it for the city, New York City element, but it was kind of blocking what I had going on and just distracting overall. So I removed it and added my little mini Central Park. Now I'm going to, this is going to be a clock tower. So my next thing was I was going to add a clock. I'm going to add this clock from Get Together. It's this really huge clock. It's perfect. I'm gonna add some lights up here also. You might be thinking to yourself, Ariel, you look like death. And that's because I feel like death. I started feeling sick yesterday, and today it just hit me like a ton of bricks. But I realized that I really want to get this video done. So we keep chugging along. I definitely just need to get some landscaping and some like cutesy Christmassy things. Maybe these that have pretty red flowers. Like, I know realistically these probably would not be blooming red flowers, but you know what? Today they are. I need presents for sure. And then I need it to sort of look like there's toys that are being manufactured here as well. Let's add one of the little bell towers from My Wedding Stories, maybe just up here like that. And then I also want to add some gears, like pipes, stuff like that for like a little bit more of like an industrial feel. Yeah, like these pipes from City Living could be good. Maybe I add those there. I also like this thing too. Oh, maybe I'll add that there. You can add this as like a gift box. Okay, I just added this cute little cart and put some presents in it. I think that's adorable. I know this is technically a train track, but maybe both things go on there. Okay, let's not be picky. Okay, but I think that's really cute. Here are some crates that I can add. Maybe over here, big toy box. I don't have enough room up here. That's cute. I could stick these over here. What an interesting looking world right now. I don't even know what to think. I added a bunch more landscaping and also lighting so the whole place lights up a little more. I think I'm done with the Polar Express for now until if I think of anything else that I want to add, then I'll do that. Let's move on to the final movie, which is going to be The Grinch. Okay, so I'm looking up Whoville. And this is the vibe, okay? The thing about Whoville from The Grinch is that the homes are all very funky shaped. Like they all have a really like bubbly sort of style to them. So I'm not really gonna be able to achieve that. Honestly, this is gonna be really interesting to do. And it's hard because again, it's like several houses and I don't wanna make a bunch of houses like I just did for the Polar Express. I don't know, I have to think about it. And then there's a tree sort of central, which I just did. So I gotta figure out how I want to do that. But I also want to add like some mountains in the back because the Grinch lives like up on this mountain in a little cave. The rocks from Realm of Magic are the ones I'm thinking of for the Grinch's house, something like that. Okay, so here's a couple of interesting shells that I made. Okay, let's start doing some of the exteriors of these homes. I think this will be a shop, this will be a home, and this will be maybe another shop, and then the Grinch's house. All of the houses in this place also have snow all over them, so I'm just gonna use this roof paint. Let's see if I can find like a funky looking door. Maybe this one from Realm of Magic. We can do some of these. Okay, that's unique. Yes. That's perfect. This is what I've done with this first house for my Whoville Grinch home. It's actually so cute. Look at it. Look at night. I put lights everywhere so it like really lights up. I'm gonna have to do those lights on all of the buildings because Whoville is known for the crazy lights, okay? This building here, not quite sure if that's a house or a shop, but let's decorate it. So I think I like that green. Something about this I'm not loving. Could I do something like that maybe? I just don't like any of this. I think it's all uggo. Let's pick a lovely little door. What about this? The white, just like that. All right, here's the shell so far. I actually don't think I love it too much, but you know, it'll do. So here's the house that I did. I put all the lights on it. I kind of changed the colors a little bit. I don't know. It's interesting. Let's do this house next. This is gonna be the actual house. Wallpaper. They're all like really colorful houses. And maybe I change this one to blue or something. Okay, I kind of like the blue. Two kids from... Oh no! My game crashed. I didn't save. I didn't do it. Look, Roxy, what do we do now? What do we do? Okay, change the colors of this little building over here. I think the blue looks really pretty. Now, I need to decide what color I'm doing here. I can either do like an orange, I can do a yellow, I can do a green, I could do orange like this. Actually, I kind of like it. What about this one from Jungle Adventure? Okay, here is the house for my Whoville build. I think that looks really cute. Here it is at night. I really am kind of going for like just a colorful vibe altogether. That reminds me of Dr. Seuss, just in general. Last house is going to be this one. This is for the Grinch. And I want this one to look sort of, I don't know, built into the rocks. So I want like a rocky looking texture to it. Do that roof, I guess. I kind of want it to be like a cave entrance. So maybe a stone sort of archway. Oh yeah, what about this one from Werewolves? Really would like to add a platform. Okay, I feel like that actually kind of works. Okay, I don't know if I like any of the fencings around that. It doesn't really make sense to me. So what if I take the long piece of snow and I use this around the edges as like my fencing, if I can. I think that looks pretty good actually, as far as like covering the edges. Changes have been made. And I think this looks a lot better to my Grinch part of this house. I've really basically covered the entire building with rocks, so it really looks like built in to the mountain. It's like very cave-like and I love it. Now that I've got the basic shells done, we can start doing some landscaping. What about those lights from Parenthood that are colorful? I want to add some of those, I think. I don't know where, I don't really know why, but I'm gonna add some of these on that building. Yep, we need more gifts. We'll add some reindeer. I'm gonna add like some mailboxes because that's where Cindy Lou Who's father works, I think, is at the post office. So I'm gonna add those in a second, but I also want to continue with my presents. Okay, I'm thinking in front of this building, we'll do like some stuff. Okay, let me just show you the picture that I'm looking at and you guys can see my vision. So when you look at this image, this is from the cartoon version of the Grinch, but you see like these shops have some displays outside of the buildings. It's just really Christmassy and fun. But I just had an idea. What if I take these and I size them up? Okay, I think that actually looks pretty cute. Oh, it looks so cute. I added these little stands out here, so maybe this will be a little shop of sorts. This reminds me of my build from last year when I did my Christmas village. Maybe this dog, a cute little teddy. Maybe we can also sell some like Christmas decor or something. So let's add this table and we will add Christmas decor. We can add some gifts over here. Nutcracker. One of these little snowmen can go up here. Okay, that's kind of fun. I don't know. Done some work. I've added some little details and I think I'm done with the exterior for now. Until we get into part 2, maybe I'll add some additional things. I just added a bunch of toy decor. I added a mailbox because this is going to be my post office here. I added some signs and some funky shaped plants and trees because that's very like Dr. Seuss in general. Here another sign here, lots of presents. I did add a fountain because I did see that, and I added some pipes here and a dumpster because if I remember correctly, when the Grinch comes down from his house, he pops up like in a trash chute. Am I right on that? It's been a while since I've seen the movie, actually. So, could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So I did add that. And this is what it looks like at night. Stop, it's so cute. Anyway, that's gonna do it, you guys, for the entire exterior. I guess I'll kind of just show you guys each one last time as like a general overview. Again, here we have the Home Alone home. I think this looks really good. This bench, which is supposed to symbolize where the bird lady from the second movie is sitting, and I did add the bird thing right here. And then we've got the remote control car from the third movie and some things that could be used as like booby traps. Again, the marbles up front, the paint cans. Over here I did add a little toy store to play into the second movie. So let's move on. All right, and going through this little pathway, we get to our elf tiny home area. We go through candy cane forest. We've got our, what is it called? Our narwhal right there. Okay, here is the full exterior. We've got our Santa sleigh with our reindeer. This is gonna be the home. We've got a couple of elves down here. We have our New York City element, so you get to this much more cityscape area. We've got some buildings, some cars, sort of our central park. I love it. I think it looks so cute. And of course, we've got our train coming this way on this track and it leads us to our third tiny home. This isn't really a tiny home because it's like a full thing, but this is our home for the Polar Express. I think this one looks really cool. This looks so cute. It looks like a little village and I love it so much. It's supposed to resemble the North Pole. We've got our toys going on the track as well. I love it. I think it looks amazing. And of course, as I just showed you guys, last but not least, we have my tiny home village for the Grinch. And I love this as well. There are several homes in this one. I don't know why I set myself up like this, but I couldn't help it. How do you do Whoville and the Polar Express without adding multiple buildings? It's just not, you just can't do it. You can't do it. So anyway, like I showed you guys, we've got our little like toy store, just decoration store in general. We have our post office and then a little house back there. And then, of course, in the way back, we've got the Grinch's home. That is it, you guys. That is the full exterior basically done, unless I decide to add anything else in my next part. I'm so glad to finally be done with this part of the build. I've been working on this for a while, and I'm just glad that we're finally at this point. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below which tiny home village, I guess, is your favorite, and what is your favorite Christmas movie? I'm curious to know. I've had such a good time building this so far. I can't wait to get into the next part and get all of the interiors done. Hopefully I'll get it done in a timely manner, but you guys, with the holidays coming up, it might be a little bit, but I will do my best. I will do my best. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. All right, bye.